Let's go ahead and take a look at our mid-class applications project. So all the information you need is here, including the rubric of how you'll be graded. So I want to make sure you take a look at that. The goal of this project is to use technology to analyze data that you collect by asking two questions. And you'll see some example questions here. Important is that your questions are answered with a quantitative response, a number, right? Not a categorical, but a numerical response. And here are two examples of what we're looking for. And the goal is to see if you can create a survey where you ask a question, and then a second survey where you ask the same question, but you preface it. You begin that question, right, with some statement to try to create bias. And you'll see these examples here. So this goes back to what we learned in the module 1 about response bias or sampling bias and the different forms of bias. And so you create your questions, and I want you to check with me about your questions so that I can verify them, that they're good to go. And then you're going to ask 15 people one of the survey questions, and another similar group of people, different but similar, right? A second group of people, different but similar, and see if there's any difference between the responses. And you'll check that through a frequency table, a graph, and then you'll describe the distributions, but you're going to use technology to do that. Now, I suggest you take a look at this video here. It's only 11 minutes to help give you a sense of sampling methods and bias with surveys. It does a nice job of going over that. And so I think this is important to look at before starting. Also, this project is due anywhere between April 3rd, the end of week 8, all the way to the end after spring break. So keep that in mind. You have a window, shoot for April 10th, April 3rd, but keep that in mind. And this assignment is worth 10 homework assignments. This is going to the practice category of our practice and preparation, but since it's worth 1,000 points, that's equal to 10 homework assignments. So it's not an exam, but it's worth 10 homework assignments. So it's like you not completing 10 homework assignments if you don't do this. So please keep that in mind. Ask for help, work together, check with me with those questions. Again, so the instructions are here, and then you're writing a short conclusion. Again, this is not a very long project. It can get done. You just got to get those questions done quickly.